Hey everybody, good morning. And I'm out of solitude. And I just wanted to let you all know that I'm back. And it was an incredible, eye opening, enlightening experience the last 6 days that I just spent diving deeper into myself. And one of the most profound experiences was um, I had to let go of someone that I loved dearly, and it was painful um, because there were a lot of attachments, and but I knew it's what had to be done um, because it was getting unhealthy, and so I had to dive deeper into understanding where these attachments came from. And I did multiple sessions of past life regression because I felt like whatever was coming up for me had nothing to do with this life, you know. And as souls, we carry a lot of information, so from our previous incarnations and things like that. So I um anyway, the attachments were definitely a lot of it were from this life. And I met my inner child, and it was a wonderful experience. It was a forest. That's where I met her. And then she was just small child giggling and playing and laughing, and I was really very happy to see her and see that she was happy. And I just went there, I stood there, stood behind her, and she just continued playing. She had some rocks in her hand and she was scratching the dirt on the ground. She had collected some leaves and things like that. And everything was good, and she was very happy in the forest. And I asked her if there is anything that I can do for her, and she said, "Please play with me." And I said, "Okay." So I just like sat down with her, and I was just looking at her, and I realized that I needed to play, you know. Um, I've been so cut off from my child self that I have somewhere down the line limited myself, and not really playing like a child, you know, which is, I feel, one of my true natures, to be childlike. And so as I was leaving, I said, you know, do you want to come back with me? Do you want to come home? And she said no. And I looked behind her, I looked at the forest, and I was like, okay, this is my house. You know, if you want to come, please come anytime that you want. I'm happy to have you. And she just stood there and said, okay. So I turned around and I started walking back. But I didn't feel okay. So I turned around and asked again, are you sure you don't want to come? You know? And I saw for a split second the fear in her eyes, like the fear in her face. And I realized that she was extremely happy in the forest, uh, but there was also this tiny little fear that nobody would come for her, you know. And and she was absolutely okay with it. She had kind of like accepted it, and that was her reality. And I mean, I feel like as the child grew, as I grew, the fear also grew in me, and it showed up in different ways in my life, which I did not realize. But what I did um, then was I just put my hand out and I said, um, please come with me. I want you to come with me. Um, Come home. And she immediately put her hand out and held my hand, and it was an intense experience. I mean, and then I brought her home, and I also realized that this child um, was not waiting for someone to say that they would like her to come or whatever, but someone to just put their hand out and say that I want you to come, you know, I come with me. And I think I have ignored my inner child for a really, really long time, and I have a better sense now. I get um, I brought her back with me, and she's here now, and I feel like I have a child. I have a child to raise and to take care of, and I need to play with her regularly. So I think um, it has really been a profound experience, and I'm also now dabbling into past life regression and trying to understand what it is all about. And I'm stepping closer and closer into my calling, and I'm so happy to have all of you guys here. I'm so happy that I can share this experience with a bunch of people. And I think you, as the year ends and as the new year begins, you'll be seeing me more and more doing a bunch of things, and I'm really excited for it. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for, if you are still here, thank you so much for listening to whatever I had to say. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and see you soon.